Hi everyone, welcome back to the Retro Ghetto, and today we're going to be taking a look at my video game Standee collection.
What you know about Retro Ghetto? Collecting and playing retro. Street Fighter on the Nintendo. I'm a veteran at this, not a pro. Lock into the Retro Ghetto. Come and have a look around in the ghetto. We got Sonic and Staples settle. Lock into the Retro Ghetto.
Okay, we're getting closer and closer to moving day. More and more stuff's getting packed. Time to sort through my Standees. So yeah, we're going to do today's Sunday bonus video on my video game Standees. People call them like points of display, different things. But yeah, these are going to be my full set of Standees that I currently have in this house. You might be thinking, Standees aren't for me, or I don't even know why I'm watching this video. Even if you don't like Standees, just appreciate the effort of physicality that's gone into getting all these together, honestly. They're all over the house. I've got some on the walls, some in cupboards, some behind beds. So yeah, you might see sweat patches growing on my t-shirt, my Retro Ghetto t-shirt that is, as the video progresses, because yeah, it's a genuine effort to get all these together. But yeah, I'm not going to show the ones behind me. They're still there from the last video. I'm already out of breath because I've been gathering so many together, honestly. So yeah, my Grand Theft Auto ones are behind me, and that is because they were there from the previous video. I'm not going to go into detail again. If you're interested in them, just check out my last pickups video. So they'll be moved shortly, and we'll go through these one by one. Okay, so the first one that I wanted to show you was my Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I picked this up relatively recently. I think if you watch my channel, you'll have already seen this. You know how much I love this. I spoke about it often. But to be honest, it was within arm's reach, so I thought I'd grab it and get it out of the way in terms of getting all the filming done. So yeah, my Marvel vs. Capcom 2 Standee. Shout out to Dave Mohammadi that helped me out with this one, and as I say, it's definitely one of my favourites in the collection, and I'll put that back there, so that'll be there filling up that grey space throughout the rest of this video. Okay, so the next one that I wanted to show you is my Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild Standee. It's a relatively newish one from what, 2-3 years ago now, and yeah, it's one of my favourite games ever. You'll know if you saw my top 10 list. So yeah, it's a nice one for me to have in the collection. Funny thing about Standees is when they first come out, they're everywhere, no one wants them. You soon realise over time that they become less and less available. People just don't have the room for them. They end up going in skips and bins and getting all tatty and what have you. But yeah, slowly starting to become a rarer one. But if you want it, you'll find one. If you look on eBay hard enough at the moment, I'm sure. Okay, so my next one is Secret of Mana for the Super Nintendo. But I don't want you to get too excited. Full disclosure, this is a repro done by Gavin. Shout out to you, sir, if you're watching. From the Triple G gaming group. It was just something that I wanted. It's a really obviously popular and well-received game on the Super Nintendo. I'm not the biggest JRPG fan, but at the time when I bought it, I thought it was something that would look nice for my SNES collection. As time's gone on, I don't want to say I'm a connoisseur in things like this, but you know, I don't put it front and centre like I would if it was legit. But nonetheless, it's a nice piece, and it's a good shape, you know, for filling in certain gaps within your game room. It's yeah, something that can come in handy, so we'll see if this makes it to the next game room. And guys, while we're talking about repros, this is the only other reproduction in my collection, and that's the Streets of Rage 2. I got this from the same gentleman. Again, shout out to you, Gav. Again, really nice piece. The original to this went up for sale, and I can't remember what it went for, but it was yeah, too rich for my blood, let's just say that. So yeah, it's the only Sega Standee that I've got in my collection. Hopefully one day I'll have something legitimate to put with my Sega stuff, but for what it is, for a display piece, I love the artwork. It's a great game. So Streets of Rage 2. Okay, up next we've got Donkey Kong Country Returns 3D. Obviously I prefer it if it was just Donkey Kong Country for the SNES. I've been offered one of the original ones. A massive collector, Ibrahim Faraj. Again, shout out to you if you're watching, sir. But I've just never pulled the trigger. It's a lot of money. And they're just going up and up in value as well. But yeah, although I'm not a DS collector, I still really like the artwork. A homage to the original game in my eyes. So this is one that could make it to the wall in the Retro Ghetto 3.0. Okay, so as you can see, we've got Master Chief. And this ain't the angle for this. Next up, as you can see, we've got Master Chief. I'm kind of in a weird crouch position because he was too tall to get on the camera how it should be shot. So yeah, Master Chief. Nice Standee that. I got that from a gaming store that was closing down in Ashby de la Zouch. Got quite a few from them as they were shutting down. And the enemy, I always forget the name. This is basically just the bad guy to Halo 5. Okay, next we've got Luigi from Luigi's Mansion. starting to get a sweat on that. Another one of my favourites in the collection. This is the Street Fighter V Ryu. This was part of a promotion by Red Bull in American stores. So yeah, I had to get this in from America, so it wasn't cheap, but you guys know I'm a big Street Fighter fan. Let's see if you can get that properly. I just love the artwork. What I basically try and do is I just position it usually where Ryu's on display and what they call Red Bull trying to sell me something that will kill me in a can. Hide that behind a Standee or kiosk or something else. So yeah, one of my favourites. Very happy to have this in the collection. Okay, next I've got Super Mario from the Mario Sunshine game. This came out as part of the Mario 3D All-Stars, I think it's called. On the Switch that came out, what, about 6 months or so ago. These never came in the UK as far as I'm aware. This one came from Poland and it says like Nintendo.pl on it or something as the web address. But yeah, nice one to the collection. Mario Sunshine for the 3D All-Stars. Okay, so next one is Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, a game that I'm yet to play. I'm not usually very good at those Souls kind of games. This is a nice double-sided one. I think I prefer this side myself. Some nice artwork. The only reason I haven't displayed this one is because personally I prefer the Standees that have got more of a shape to them. I think they look more interesting and better on the wall than just the standard sort of rectangular ones, but I say it's beautiful artwork. Okay, so the next one I've got here is a really, well, I've got an interesting story behind it anyway. This is Octopath Traveler. You might notice some of the writing in it is in Spanish. I never saw any promo products that were in English, whether that be here or our cousins over in the States. I've never come across another Octopath Traveler Standee. It's a bit of a mad one. I was on holiday in Ibiza and won't go into too much detail, but got a phone call by a very close friend who had basically been attacked. Thankfully, he's absolutely fine, but obviously it was quite sombre in news. Anyway, later that day we went for a walk and yeah, I found a video game store, went in and, you know what I mean, it was nice to take your mind off something else. And yeah, they were kind enough to let me have this. That's obviously why it's in Spanish. This was in Ibiza, Ibiza town itself. There's a retro game video store there. I'm hoping to go back soon, so I will do a video on that store as soon as, you know, we can travel again. But yeah, so it's a bit of a strange one, but it's got a story behind it. They also had one of my favourite Standees of all time that I've ever seen. It was the Modern God of War game, and it was about 7 foot, and it was all cut out, and his axe was in the air. I've never seen one since. I offered them €200, and that was about my third or fourth offer, and they were getting pissed off, so I was stopped. I took this and ran. They let me have this for free. But it was so large, I couldn't get it back from Ibiza without paying stupid money. So I went out and I bought a knife and a measuring tape. And yeah, I scored it on one side so I could fold it in half, post it and get it back to the UK. It's not too visible from the front. Yeah, just a unique item, I think. Okay, Diablo for the Switch. Not really my cup of tea, but I appreciate the artwork on it. I'll probably use this as a trade or sell at some point. Yeah, if you like Diablo, hit me up. Mario Kart Deluxe on the Switch. Again, great game. Nice Nintendo piece, but, you know, as I've said, I'm not a big fan of just the rectangular ones. These are what they call totems. So they pop out and almost go in like a circular shape or an oval, and they have like another piece that goes in it that's almost like rugby ball shaped. But yeah, Mario Kart. A Nintendo sign that I did have displayed before I got my original 1990 vacuum formed plastic Nintendo sign. I'll speak about that a bit more on my favourite promo items video that I did. But yeah, this was my previous Nintendo sign. If you think that looks familiar there, this was acquired from a Sainsbury's. So yeah, it's just a little nice thing to have, I suppose. This is an interesting one that I'm hoping to display in the next room. And what it is, it's all the characters from Smash. At the time of release anyway, I know they're always adding random characters from Japan that I've never heard of. But yeah, as it stands, these were the characters at launch, sorry. But what I'm going to do with this, because this was supposed to be a mobile, and I've got the pieces somewhere, but I'm not interested in using it as a mobile. I don't want it hanging. So I'm going to cut it. There's like a point where this ends. And I'm going to cut it, and I'm going to use it as a long banner. I'll find somewhere for it to go where it fits in nice. Yeah, it's just lovely artwork. I'm not necessarily a huge fan of the games, but you know, there's so many video game characters on here. that, yeah, it's just a nice piece to look at. An OG PS3 Red Dead Redemption. These were like the big box display pieces that you used to get. You still get them occasionally, I think. One side Xbox 360, the other side PS3. Random M&M man. Similar to the Red Dead Redemption big box that I showed you is the Street Fighter 4 one. This one's a bit bigger. Obviously, me loving Street Fighter, I would like to display this if I get room in the next game room. I'm not going to put it all together just to take it apart again, but yeah, Street Fighter 4. Again, apologies for the angle. Honestly, I've been all over this house, never mind all over this room, getting these and filming this. But yeah, we've got Arkham Asylum, which is just a really nice, tall Batman piece. I think this will look really nice in the room, maybe on a door or behind a closet or something. But yeah, it's nice to have a Batman standee, which is also video game related. A Mario Odyssey standee, and similar to the Mario Kart standee. Love the subject matter, love how Nintendo it is, how red it is. But again, I prefer standees that have some shape to them rather than just a big rectangle. But yeah, nice piece to own nonetheless. Okay, so you'll notice my forehead's slightly getting wetter and wetter as this video progresses. I should have had these pre-ready, but I've had to get up ladders and all sorts to get some of these standees. But yeah, Red Dead Redemption 2, love the game, especially on sort of solo mode, more so than online. But yeah, I really like the artwork on this one, and love the game. Jesus, why did I think this was a good idea? Okay, and what I think is the last one, to be honest, it's the last one, because if there's any more in that storage, they can stay there. The people that buy this house can have them. God of War 3, as you know if you watch my videos, one of my favourite games of all time. This was actually a God of War 2 mobile that one day, my great wisdom, I thought I'd put on here to dress this up a bit, because it was a bit plain. I used the wrong blue tack. It's already stuck now. So we'll call it unique. But yeah, this is from the God of War 3 remastered on the PlayStation 4. Yeah, great piece for me to have. Okay, we made it. Gone through all the standees. I'm thoroughly knackered. Apologies, guys. I know the camera would have been all over the place. This was supposed to be a quick, easy Sunday bonus video. But yeah, it's turned into a workout. But I hope you appreciate my standees. They're something that I've really grown to love. Yeah, if you want any help with anything like that, if you have any questions, because I know that some people haven't collected standees before. I'm so out of breath. Just message me in the comments. I'd be more than happy to help. Equally, if you've got any standees that you want to sell, or you might want to trade for anything you've seen in this video, if you're UK based, because obviously with everything that's going on with borders at the moment, it's a pain in the arse. But if you're UK based and you're interested in anything like that, give me a shout. I'm sure we can work something out. I'll put my deodorant down. The giveaway, thanks to everybody that's entered. I talked about giving away one of my t-shirts in the last video. So please, if you want to get involved, just go on to my last video and yeah, get yourself entered, because what I'll do is I'll draw that on my next proper video, which will be Wednesday. So again, thank you for watching. I'm going to go and have a protein shake and a lie down. Keep it retro. Oh, do what you want. See you on the next one.
Retro Ghetto.